Hey my Saggy gang, it's Bunny with Bunny's Enchanted Tarot, and I'm here to pull a general love reading for you. These readings are general, so they may not resonate with everybody. If they don't, please leave them for the collective. I do many other videos as well which may resonate with you. Before we start, if you do me a favor and hit the like, share, subscribe notifications. When I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to start giving away free love readings. So thank you for all of my old and new subscribers. If you would like a personal reading, please look in the description box and there'll be information on where you can find me on Etsy. So let's get started, Sag, and see what Spirit has in store for you today. Whoa, whoa, oh, oh, oh. Okay, so we have the Devil. And we have the Seven of Wands. That's fire energy. The Devil's Capricorn energy. We have the Queen of Wands. That's you, Saggy. More fire energy. I hope this video finds all of you well and happy. Uh-oh. Well, there we go. Three of Swords. Oh, we have the Seven of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. And Pentacles is earth energy. Oh, that one fell. We have the Page of Wands. That's more fire energy. Swords is air energy. Trying to get these cards, see if they all, you can see them. Yay. I'm on vacation, so I'm not in my usual place. Temperance. Temperance has wanted to pop out all day. The Hierophant. Temperance is Sagittarius, right? I'm a Sagittarius as well, so I'm partial to my Saggies. Thank you to all my Saggies for all the support that you've been giving me. I really appreciate it. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. However, that's in reverse, and that is more earth energy. So let's start here, Sagittarius, and see where this baby takes us. So... So, I feel like you're dealing with a situation where, with the, Seven of Pentacles in reverse, you're in a situation where you felt like it may have ended, or it may have come to stagnation, right? You feel like something was left undone, something was left unsaid. Maybe you were ghosted, maybe you ghosted somebody, however it resonates, but it just was like not, there were no good intentions, right? Or at least you felt that way. You felt like, you know, you were kind of left out in the cold. And with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, it's like you felt like somebody was not working with you, right? They didn't want to work with you in order to grow the relationship. So you felt with the Three of Swords, you know, you were brokenhearted. You felt lonely. You felt betrayed. You were definitely confused because you thought that this person liked you. You know, they came at you with the Page of Wands energy, which is, you know, good news. They were texting you. They were calling you. They were very attracted to you, and you were very attracted to them as well with the Page of Wands. but they came in as a page, which a page, as we know, is pretty immature person. They may be emotionally immature as well. Temperance is here, right? So you were trying to be you. You were trying to be balanced. You wanted to be in peace. You were looking for a harmonious relationship, but unfortunately, and while you were doing that, you know, you were standing up for what you believed in. You were trying to show this person who you were and what you wanted. You were trying to maintain control of the situation, but with the devil here, I feel like it just didn't work. Like, it just turned into a hopeless situation. It may have been based on, it may have been sexually based, but, and there may have been addictions involved, either you or your person, and or mental health issues, you know, and that could relate back to the Page of Wands of being immature in their view and their stance in relationships. And you, as a Saggy, especially with Temperance here, you're very mature. You're very emotionally mature. You were looking for a higher level of commitment with this person, right? Marriage, LTR, long-term commitment. You felt like this person was your soulmate. But unfortunately, they were too immature to realize that and or work towards that. But I feel like with the Devil card here, they're still obsessed with you, because you're here as the Queen of Wands. This is how they viewed you, you know. They're very attracted to you. You're beautiful, you're handsome. This is all about energy, not male or female. You know, you're confident, outgoing, and they really love that about you. They really think you're sexy, especially with the Queen of Wands and the Page of Wands here. But they just weren't ready for a relationship. And you were, which is what led you to the heartbreak piece of it. I'm going to pull some Love Oracle cards for more energy. Tell us more about Saggy. And I'm sorry that, you know, you experienced heartbreak, unfortunately. It seems that we all do. Wow. Yeah. So with lightning here, it's a sudden change. This equates to me, it's like the Tower card, you know, where there's sudden change in the relationship, the situationship. Maybe it started out pretty solid, or you thought it was going to work into something solid, and then all of a sudden it just crashed, right? It just changed 360 just like that, and went from maybe we can work this into a long-term relationship, and then maybe not, right? Unfortunately. What else do we have for Sagittarius? The palm tree. You were looking, like I said, in this through the Hierophant energy, you were looking for stability, security. You know, you wanted to grow the relationship, as I said, and you were trying to endure because you are Temperance, right? You're Sagittarius. You had the courage, you had the willpower to fight for what you believed in. And at one point in time, you really believed in this relationship. But as I said, your person was too immature and wasn't on the same vibrational path that you were, the same vibrational level. You know, with the Hierophant again, you were looking for paradise, you were looking for happiness, expansion, you know, oneness. You wanted to enjoy this person, and I feel like you guys did enjoy each other. That's, you know, you had an attraction to each other, a strong attraction here with the Wands. You thought you both were very attractive to each other, very sexy in each other's eyes. Obviously, you had very good chemistry with this person. And maybe that's with the Devil here, that's what they were more focused on. You were more focused on the Hierophant energy. They were more focused on the Devil energy, which is more, you know, superficial, obsession-like, sex-based, materialistic. What else do we have for Saggy? Yeah, I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. I'm fun flirting, want a date. So this is how it began, right? I mean, they were really into you. You were really into them. But you were going off of like pure intentions, right? You were going off of like date to find a long-term relationship. And they were going off of date just to date just to hook up with somebody, unfortunately. It's funny, this card keeps popping up too if you watch my previous videos. Not today, right? Not dealing with the hurt. You don't want to deal with the hurt. You're getting to a point where you were trying to heal, right? And you didn't, you know, you want to put your boundaries in place because you're still angry that this person kind of duped you in a way. You feel duped in a way, like you were putting in 110% and old boy was, you know, pretty much just playing the field. Let's see what else we have for the devil. The devil energy, Capricorn, materialism, you know, sex, hopelessness. It can indicate abuse and violence. And of course, if that's ever involved, you know, the best thing is just to walk away and never look back, right? What do we have for the devil? Oh, wow. Look at this. Okay, so right here we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, right? Not finishing what you started. With the devil, they made you feel like they were going to finish what they started. They made you feel like the relationship was going to grow, right? You thought that working hard towards this relationship, you're going to be able to show them that, you know, it was worth it, that you were worth it. And one of the things you need to realize is that you don't have to prove to somebody. If you have to prove to somebody that you're worth it, then they're not worth your time, right? Because they're not in it like you're in it. Like you were looking towards this person and the relationship as the sun, right? You thought that you were trying to be positive. You were trying to be fun and happy and truthful. This is also a pregnancy card, so if you're not ready to have children, please be careful. But if you are, it's a good time. You had confidence in this relationship. You thought it was worth fighting for. But in the underlying scheme of things, your person didn't. And then it just kind of, I just feel like it fell into like an obsession with you. Like, I'm going to show this person that I am worth it. And, you know, that I am the one. And you shouldn't have to be in that frame of mind with anybody to show them how much they should want to be with you. I mean, if that's the case, it's not going to work. Like, totally not going to work. That's just not the way relationships, how you're supposed to build a relationship. Somebody should want you, like, look at you as the sun. Somebody should look at you as, you know, the bomb.com. You shouldn't have to prove it to somebody. That's the way they should be coming at you, boo. Not something that you have to prove to them. Especially if they're like in a player or date only energy. Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at that, Sag. You can't make this up. The Emperor fell straight on the devil in the reverse, my friend. The Emperor in reverse, this is a very manipulative, game playing, stubborn, lack of control person. Like, the person that you were dealing with hid these traits from you, like, as hard as they could, because they were very attracted to you, and they are still attracted to you, right? But this is one of the worst energies somebody can work out of. Like, this dude or chick was really trying to pull the wool over your eyes as to who they really were and how they really feel in the relationship or felt about the relationship, right? that speaks volumes as to the type of energy that you were dealing with, and also why it didn't work. A relationship cannot work if somebody is coming at you with devil energy followed by the Emperor in reverse. That's like one of the yuckiest, scariest. It's all about me and what I want, period, end of story. They didn't care about you at that point in time, Sag. It just makes me feel like, I hate saying the word player, it seems like that's all I've been picking up lately, but unfortunately it was almost like worse than a player. Sometimes, it's like, player, lighthearted, whatever. If they're honest with you, like, hey, that's your decision whether you want to mess with that person or not. But I don't feel like this person was honest with you at all with the devil and the Emperor in reverse. There's no way they could have been honest with you. They were hiding many things from you, especially about how they truly were. Oh, geez. My card fell. Let me get this. Where'd it go? Here it is. Okay. What do we have here? Yep. So we have the Ten of Swords. That's more air energy. So, with the heartbreak here and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, I mean, it's no wonder that you finally came to your senses, Sag, and realized that this person was betraying you, treating you like a doormat, like they didn't care how you felt at all. They wanted you when they wanted you with the Emperor in reverse, and if you didn't succumb to what they wanted, then they just went to the next person. And this broke your heart because you really, really liked this guy or this girl a lot. But with the Ten of Swords, I mean, you just finally came to the point where you realized that it wasn't going to be successful. No matter what you did, no matter how you let them step all over you, you weren't going to prove to this person who you were, prove your worth to them, because basically they didn't care. And if somebody doesn't care, you can't make them care, right? What else do we have for the devil energy? Yeah. I mean, you wanted the Ace of Cups with this person badly. You wanted in your beginning, every time they disappointed you, you would work even harder the next time to try to show them. And it just keeps coming to my mind that you wanted to prove to them like you were the bomb.com, like you were the love that, that you could be the love of their life, and they were the love of your life, and you wanted to bloom this relationship with them. And but you couldn't. There's no way you could with the devil energy and the Emperor in reverse. This person didn't care one stitch about love. This person was only in it to win it. Very materialistic, very sex-based person. And they took advantage of you, Sag, because you have such a beautiful heart, such a beautiful energy, and you give everybody 110%, and they weren't, and they didn't. And that's where it all started going wrong, when you started realizing who they really were. And it hurt you, it broke your heart, because you really liked this person. I like you. Let's pull some more love oracle energy. What's going on for my Saggy? I hate doing the sad readings. It just bums me out. I just want happiness and joy. Okay, these two fell, so let's see what we got here. Coffee cup, meeting and conversing. savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. So once, it came to the end when you realized that you weren't going to get to the Ace of Cups because of the snake, because of the enemy, because you had to look over your shoulder, because they put you in competition. You may not know it for a fact, but you were very intuitive about it, with the Hierophant as well. You used your intuition. You started working on yourself. And you realized that this person was betraying you. This person wasn't being 100 with you at all. So you started working on yourself, and trying to live in the moment, trying to forget the past, trying to uplift yourself, right? And focusing on your friendships and just chilling, right? Just taking time out for yourself, right? Because obviously, old boy wasn't on the same vibrational level as you were. Give us some energy for the Three of Swords, Spirit. Give us some love. Oracle energy for the Three of Swords. It's just sad that people have to be so manipulative and play games. I mean, come on. Yeah, look at that. They were a runner. They played the old runner game, right? They were codependent on you for sex. That's what came to my mind. They had a fear of intimacy. They were working out of their ego. And I mean, that all explains what would lead to a broken heart, because they weren't trying to be your soulmate. You were looking for a soulmate connection. And it may be a karmic connection. It may be a soul tie. But when they're operating under such a low vibrational energy, it's not a soulmate. You may have had some type of soul contract, or you may have felt like you did, but seriously, you didn't. I mean, this person is the type of person that it's all about them. And as hard as it is for people to believe, I mean, there are people that only operate out of their ego, and they just do not care, Sag. And I know it's hard to hear, and I know it's hard to accept, right? But unfortunately, especially in this day and age, it's a total fact. Well, let's see, tell us more about the Three of Swords. Tell us more about the Three of Swords. Give us some good energy, Spirit. I know it's hard to get good energy for the Three of Swords, but yeah. I mean, it threw you into the hangman energy, right? You're discontent. You're apathetic. This is the hangman in reverse, right? They were detached. I mean, it was just a total negative pattern of they only contacted you when they wanted a good time, not a long time. And you were so attracted to them, and you had such hopes that, yeah, you're like, well, maybe this time they'll realize who I am. Maybe this time, and I feel like it had been far and few in between. Like they would wait weeks to contact you, maybe sometimes even a couple of months, but you were so attracted to this person that you let them keep coming in and out of your life. Any more energy for the Three of Swords? All right, we got 2 cards here. Let's see what we got. Yeah, so, I mean, every time they wanted you, like with the Knight of Swords energy. I mean, they came in hot and heavy, right? In and out. If you didn't do what they wanted, like you didn't meet them, you didn't let them come over, or you didn't, whatever it was, they would be bullying to you, they would be rude. And this finally got you to a place of the Three of Wands energy, of where you realize that you just had to move on. Like you just had to. As much as you didn't want to, you had to. Like you decided to start working on yourself self-care, self-love, right? You know, self-belief, like believing in yourself that you were worth, because I feel like they really played a number on your confidence, right? And your self-worth, of feeling how the worth that you felt for yourself was like slowly dwindling away because this person was playing games with you and you didn't realize it at first, you know, and it may have been a long time before you did realize it, but you finally got to the point, Sag, where you started to garner the strength, right? Getting back to yourself, getting back in balance, where you could just move forward and away from this person, or working towards that, right? The Three of Wands, fire energy, also indicates travel. You know, maybe you started traveling, putting yourself first and traveling so that you could, you know, find a new environment, a new place, a different place, you know, visit family, friends, just kind of get yourself out of that rut that it's almost like they had you in some type of nightmare that you couldn't wake up, but you love them, you know, that just came out. So you may have loved them, you may have liked them a lot, and I just keep seeing that you were trying so hard, and they didn't value that. They didn't value you at all, or you trying. Look at that. Remember, this was at the bottom of the deck, and it flipped out again. Not today. Like, you just kept not dealing with the situation because it was more hurtful to deal with the situation than it was to not, right? It was more hurtful to bring up to this person, like, because I feel like whenever you would try to put boundaries down, like they would get really pissed off, like with the Knight of Swords energy earlier. They would be rude to you, or they would just bounce, and you wouldn't hear from them again until they felt like it again. What else do we have for the Three of Swords? And it just sucks when you deal with people like that. I think most of us have, unfortunately. The clock. Yeah, so with the Three of Wands, the clock, you needed time. You took the time. You wanted to end this cycle. You needed time to heal, right? And get yourself back into balance, right? And progress towards, especially with the Three of Wands, progress towards healing, you know, towards getting your life straight again, and like getting out of this freaking nightmare that they had you in. Look at this love call. Yeah, they would call you when they wanted you, period. Yeah, they would say, I miss you, I'm thinking of you, but what they missed was mostly the physical elements of the relationship, because I don't feel like there was anything emotional. There's no cups except for this Ace of Cups that you wanted, but cups on their side, no, because they were operating out of the Emperor in reverse, sweetie. Heartbroken again. I mean, this really, really broke your heart. Deeply hurt, sad. You were in separation. You know, you were feeling lost. You were mourning. You were grieving this relationship because you thought that you guys were going to go to a higher level of commitment with the wedding rings here. I mean, you would have married this person. You really felt attracted to them. I felt like you guys had a lot of fun together. But unfortunately, like I said, they weren't in it for a long time, and you were, and that's where things kind of started falling apart for you. Let's see. Give us more on the Page of Wands. Now this is, you know, they come to you with a message, small message, text. Wands, very attracted to you, right? They're thinking with their wand, but also it's a page. So, like I said before, very immature, not even close to your level of spirituality, or not even close to the level of commitment that you were looking for, Sag. What else do we have for the Page of Wands? Yeah, I mean, you were trying to have faith. You're trying to believe that things were going to turn around, that they were going to call you one day out of the blue and just be like, you know, this time, you know, this time it's going to work. This time they're going to see how much I'm worth, what a value I bring to their life. And you tried to bring value to your life, to their life. I feel like, you know, you were always there for them no matter what, anytime, day or night. If they called you, you were there. But unfortunately, they knew that, right? They knew what buttons to push, and they didn't reciprocate the same for you, Sag. I'm going to pull a healing card. Give us some more on the Cupid's arrow, Spirit. Healing from us, Aggies. Because you definitely need healing after dealing with this person. Dealing with an Emperor in reverse is like dealing with one of the most psychotic people that you could deal with. I mean, this person, look at that. Wow. Yeah, you started working on healing. Look at how beautiful that card is. Can you see it? You started working on healing yourself, healing that hole in your soul, working on getting yourself back into balance, because this person really did a number on you. And look at that, bottom of the deck. You know, you wanted the cycle to end finally. I mean, I feel like this went on for quite a while. Could have been a year, could have been 2, but the cycle, it was like a negative pattern, like I said before, just over and over and over. And each time, because you were so attracted to this person and you had such faith that they were going to just wake up one day, because they were really good at manipulating you with the devil and the Emperor in reverse. They had it down. Like, they knew what to say, when to say it, how to say it, and they would be demanding of it, right? Like, demanding of it. And being a Sag, you were, you know, you were there for them because you had feelings for them. You know, they self-sabotaged the relationship and they didn't even care. I mean, I hate to say that, but the energy I'm getting, their energy is like a freaking black hole. They only cared about themselves, and you can't blame that on yourself, Sag. You can't internalize that, because that's on them. You know, they're going to have to pay the piper for the way that they treated you, and they treated you horribly. I can tell from the energy of these cards that they treated you horribly, Sag. So don't take this, you know, their rejection as anything else but God's protection, because as much as you wanted it, that's as bad as it was going to be for you. Let's see. Let's get some more energy on not finishing what you started, right? Why were they in that energy, Spirit? Why are they in such a low vibrational energy, Spirit? I mean, we know obviously they haven't evolved, obviously. They're super duper immature and just operating out of a black space in their heart. I don't know what happened to them in the past, but it really screwed them up bad, and it screwed up the way that they looked at relationships and the way they held relationships. And in their mind, it wasn't even relationships, it was situationships. They didn't want a relationship with you. I hate to say that, I know it sounds harsh, but they didn't want a relationship with anybody. And they may have been stuck on somebody in their past that may have done the same things to them, and so then they were just reaching out and doing the same thing to everybody else, which is totally wrong and bad, but it happens a lot, unfortunately. More energy on the 7 Pentacles in reverse. Look at that. I mean, you should have expected this card to pop out, right? old bottom of the deck, the King of Cups, trying to come at you. They're trying to come at you as the King of Cups, right? But actually, with the Seven of Cups here, which is water energy, you know, confusion on your part because of their actions and their inactions. Them having many options, and you had many options too, Sad, but you're just a straight up person. You know, you're not a dog in the streets, right? In the heat of the streets. No, you're classy, you're balanced, you had it going on, you have it going on, and they're just a dog, pretty much. D-A-W-G, if you need to say it like that. But they had many options, and you were one of them. And that's how they treated you, like a side piece, right? Unfortunately. What other energy do we have for this Seven of Cups? Oh, I don't even want to post this reading. Oh my God. I'm so tired of people just treating people so badly. It's just not fair, and it shouldn't be, but whoa, it is. So look at that. Oh my gosh. And let me try to find this other card. Where did it go? Here it is. Oh. Okay. Here we go. So we have the Phoenix and the Mirror. So, you know, with this, you were, with the Seven of Cups energy, you were marrying each other towards the end, right? Relationships reflect our wounds. This relationship was so triggering to you. Like, there was many nights where you were crying, many days where you were crying, where you didn't even want to get out of bed, where you just wanted to be in your sanctuary, right? Because you knew deep down inside that this person wasn't going to come around. And it was devastating to you. I mean, we have, you know, heartbroken. We have Three of Swords. But Spirit's saying, you know, just hold on, Sag, because you are the Phoenix. And this has come out a couple of times in a couple of readings already. You know, you are going into a new phase of your life, a new transformation. You're renewing yourself. You're growing. You're working on healing, right? You're working on ending cycles. You're working on staying away from people who sabotage relationships, and you're working on healing. And part of this healing, I mean, this is major healing that you're going through because of the deep darkness, the deep dark place that they triggered you to go into, right? And you changed your mind finally. Finally, you changed your mind about this person. You finally saw who they really are and who they really weren't. Most importantly, who they were and who they weren't. And who they were in your life and who they weren't going to be in your life. As hard as it was to accept, I mean, that's how it happened. That's how it rolled, right? And let's see, I want to pull, I mean, you can't get much better than the Phoenix alongside the healing energy. I mean, Spirit is telling you to hold on. You know, you will get past this. This too shall pass, right? I used to not like that saying. I used to think it was like so cliche, but it is also so true. I mean, it's when you're in the middle of it, you feel like you're just never going to get out of it. Like, you're never going to stop crying. You're never going to stop having that feeling of anxiousness, of despair, right? Of just a freaking hole in your soul. But eventually, if you start working on it day by day, baby steps, step by step, you know, putting yourself first, whenever this person comes into your mind, just send them love and light and ask them to be gone, right? Ask your higher power and your higher strength, your higher source, God, you know, the angels, whoever, whatever it is, you know, to help you out of this. Like, I could see you like crying from the depths almost of hell. It felt like you were in that, to please help me, please get me out of this, please help me realize what I need to realize and see what I need to see, because you were drowning, like you were going under. And this person wasn't there to help you. This person wasn't going to throw you a line, sweetie pie, so you had to throw yourself a line. And I know it's hard, you know, especially Sagittarius is like, we're always, always saving ourselves, because, you know, to find a person that can save you, that's a big freaking deal, because that's a lot of work. And that takes somebody that cares a lot about you. The boat. Yep, see, receiving what you need in a relationship, Sagittarius. Moving on, closure issues. Yeah, you were having closure issues at first because you wanted to be with this person. You wanted to marry this person. You wanted to, you know, date this person and have the old traditional relationship, you know, dating and falling in love and engagement, and you know, you wanted all those traditional things, but unfortunately this freaking person wasn't the person, and they weren't a traditional person. Even though they tried to trick you at first, you know, wore a mask, they weren't who they said they were. They weren't who they portrayed themselves to be. So don't put that on yourself, Sag. They're the ones who are going to have to answer for it, not you, right? So with the boat here, now you're working on healing. You're working on transforming yourself once again, as we do, right? And you're going to move on. You're going to get past your closure issues, and you're going to get to a relationship that you deserve, right? Why don't we pull some energy in the Hierophant card, and then we'll end the reading. What do we have the Hierophant card? Spirit. Did something flip? Look at that. It did flip. You will find your twin flame, Sag. The yin to your yang. You will be in balance. Look, it's reiterating your temperance balance card. You will be coupled. You will be in a relationship where you complement each other, and that means that it'll be everything that you wanted in this past relationship and more. And then you're going to come to a place where you're going to finally realize that, you know, all the time, unfortunately, that you wasted, because look at the bottom of the deck, the Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No more chances. This says no second chances, but I feel like you gave this person a lot of chances, right? No more chances. Another card of growth and transformation in your life. And this is because your twin flame is coming. Like, you've suffered enough. Like, your justice is going to be the yin to your yang, sweetie pie. So do not despair, Sag. Incoming and over, all right? Because they were never enough. They were never enough for you. Don't ever, ever believe that you were never enough for them, because you were more than they could have ever deserved, and that they will ever deserve in their life, girlfriend. So just remember, your twin flame is on the way, Sag. Healing, transformation, and a new you. I hope only the highest parts of this reading resonated with you, Sag. Sending you love and light. Namaste, my friends.